Remember, Mir Turan was sent to look at all the problems in Texas, and he discovered that, well, Anglos totally outnumbered Mexicans, 10 to 1. That slaves were in Texas when they should not have been, and that the Anglos were not acting very Catholic. They weren't acting very Mexican, and he saw American flags flying in the 4th of July celebrations, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. These people are supposed to be acting Mexican. So he made a series of recommendations, and the president, the centralist president, his name was Bustamante, was determined to turn those into some very rigid laws. Those laws are called the Laws of April 6. And I want you to think about yourself if you were a settler in Texas and you heard these laws come out. You know that they apply to all of Mexico, but they seem to be aimed at you. So let's go over some of these laws. The first one is that we want more Mexicans to live in Coahuila, Tejas. And the way we're going to do it is that if you're Mexican, you get to choose the best land. You also, it doesn't matter if you were even a prisoner. We're going to send prisoners into Texas. We're going to help those people get land. And if you're an Anglo and you want the same land, the Mexicans automatically get the best land. No more Anglos are allowed to cross into Tejas. At the Sabine River, which is the border between Texas and Louisiana, we're going to make sure no one can cross. We're going to be watching the ports. It got so drastic at some points, they said, well, even if your family wanted to come, let's say you left some children or your wife, well, you know what? Sorry, tough luck. You are going to have to either go back and just stay in America, or you're going to stay here without them. So think about Anglo settlers who are seeing these things play out. We said no slaves, and we meant no slaves. If you have slaves, we're currently going to make sure that you can't buy anymore. We're also, if anyone who is a young slave, by the age of 14, they will be freed. So they're going to basically get rid of slavery by aging it out, by not allowing new slaves to come. And a lot of these Anglo settlers believed they had to have slaves in order to be successful, to farm all this land they got. We're going to send more troops. We're going to put more forts. We're going to put more Mexican soldiers in Texas. So if you were getting frustrated earlier with the presence of Mexican soldiers, well, get ready for us to double down on that policy. And finally, we don't want you to buy American stuff. You're supposed to be acting Mexican. You're supposed to be dressing Mexican. You're supposed to be thinking as if you're a Mexican. And we need to make sure that you have no ties to America. So we're going to put a tax on things that come from America. Anything that comes from America, we're going to put something on it called a duty. And a duty basically is a tax on goods from America. So something that normally would cost you $2 from America, let's put a tax on it, and let's make it more expensive so that you're forced essentially to buy from Mexico. Well, think about yourself as an American settler, an Anglo settler who's come to Texas, and you see all this stuff. Basically, the Anglos are outraged. They are going to lose their minds. They're going to be very, very frustrated. Now, this is not to say that the Mexican government was wrong. It's just to say that they kind of go from very, very hands-off to being very, very strict. And the Anglos did not have really a chance to adjust. And you will see their reaction the next time we talk as we continue down the road to revolution.